last year we were first in line, so we thought we were actually like 10, 15 minutes earlier this year than we were last year. Didn't think we had any competition, and all of a sudden, somebody got here at 3:45. We're like, what?
I got out of the car and I could smell the grilling. That's when you know summer's coming, when you can smell the brats grilling.
Why do you tailgate? Because you're getting together with your friends, you have great food. I mean, it's not even a pastime, it's sort of an art form. Because when I watch what people set up at Miller Park, got better food than sometimes you see at Thanksgiving. But that goes back to community. And it's Wisconsin, it's kind of what we do. Sheboygan being the entity that it is, it's this self-enclosed little place, and because of that, the traditions have stuck with us, especially the food traditions.
Back then, every town had a butcher shop. This is a German farming community. The kids up here spoke German before they spoke English.
I mean, that's where our plants are. But this is Johnsonville. I mean, you know, this was a farm. Now it's just a house. Oh, here's our old factory. There's Johnsonville Fire Department right across the street. The volunteer fire department. Here's Locks Hall. This is it. That's the end of Johnsonville. From there to there.
Okay, let's talk about bratwurst for a minute.
I've heard it called soul food for this part of the country. It's sort of like a deep dish pizza or a Philly cheesesteak or anybody else that's got that one food that they really identify with.
The story I've always heard is it originated over in Germany, and that's the extent of what I know.
Our family eats it religiously, something that you just have to have.
It tastes like a bratwurst. It's a great tasting sausage.
Honestly, I don't try to explain it.
It's not a hot dog. It's not a Polish sausage. It's something you just have to try.
Sausage back then, a lot of people thought sausage was a great place to get rid of all the scraps. And my dad thought, you know, I'm gonna use really great meat and I'm gonna make a really great sausage. If I could make a really good bratwurst, I could make a business. At this same time, after Dad had been developing this bratwurst, there's a fellow named Ed Sinner, and he had a lunch wagon he would haul around to auctions. Initial order was 40 pounds of hamburgers and 5 pounds of bratwurst. 6 months later, the order was 40 pounds of bratwurst and 5 pounds of hamburgers. And Dad knew he had something.
People brought their recipes from Germany. They were prized possessions. They couldn't bring their friends, they couldn't bring their family, they couldn't bring their households. But they could bring their recipes because they were easy to transport. And those recipes, even to this day, quite often are not shared with anybody.
No, I never verified it, but I was told that the Johnsonville spice blend was under lock and key, and very well could be to this day.
What's in the brats?
What's in the brats?
Yeah, the recipe.
I don't know anything, no. I'm plant manager, I have no idea.
Does anybody know?
Probably Ralph, that's it.
I remember one day I walked into the spice room and he was mixing them up and he stopped because he didn't want anybody to see what his recipe was. Then I realized he's mixing the crown jewel here and time for me to get out of the room.
If I had a secret that tasted that dang good, I'd do the exact same thing.
Nobody knows the recipe except for the Stayer family.
The bratwurst recipe is exactly the same as it was back then.
These are the secret spices that I can't show you folks, but I'm gonna turn around and hide them, and I'm gonna mix them all together in this bowl.
And so there were two people in the world who knew the bratwurst recipe.
Oh, look at that mixing. There we go.
My dad and me. Now there's only one.
There we go.
We got two different spice companies. I gave one spice company half the formula and the other spice company the other half the formula.
Like this.
The one company sends it to the other company, and then they blend the whole thing.
And there you have Johnsonville brats, the finest in the world.
There's still only one person in the world that knows what the bratwurst recipe is.
Who's next?
Well,